Hey, it's your pal Fernbarking. Today we're going to take a look at Meal Cold Weather Menu 2, Chicken Spicy Oriental with Rice. And this is for Jacqui Blanchard. I gave her a couple of choices of what my next ration to review would be. Check out her channel. It's pretty cool. Let's get this baby open. I'm just going to go ahead and proceed with the concept that the seal is not peelable. I'm just going to put a knife through it. Let's get this stuff out of the bag and we'll see what we got inside. Well, here's everything out of the bag. Got a couple of items in here that are a little bit different. I've never had the Oriental style spicy chicken vegetables with rice before, but you can see it's another Mountain House classic. Inside this is like a double portion for them, so this is going to be a really nice hearty portion. I have not had the cranberries sliced before. That'll be brand new for me. Apple cinnamon first strike. I've had a first strike bar, but I do not think I've had the apple cinnamon flavor, so that'll be fun to try. Nut raisin mix. And a tropical fruit drink, and of course your accessory pouch, which we'll look at in just a second. Look at the accessory pouch. Probably nothing too fantastic in here. Get the Bill's Brew again. I really enjoyed that the last time. Let's add some whitener. Got a hot sauce, sugar, moist towelette, your government issued nappy, whatever, some matches, and a gum. Let's go ahead and start getting things opened up. I'm going to take this off the tray. I'm going to put some hot water in that in just a jiffy. Let's pop open the raisin nut mix, and I apologize if there's some glare. I'm really having a tricky time with the lighting. Oh, I would just call this Gorp. It's your basic M&M's nuts combination, although it doesn't look particularly salty. I'm going to try this nut right here. No, they are not salted at all. Still pretty good, though. Take a look at the cranberry slices. The cranberry sliced. Get my tense correct. That's a pretty decent pile. And let's crack open this first strike bar. Oops, I'm going to open the other side. What does this thing got for calories? One bar is 270. Wow. It's packed in there pretty good. It's still pretty flexible. It's about 50 in here, so still pretty decent. Oriental style spicy chicken with vegetables and rice. That's what it looks like. And it's dried out state. I should have opened this up on camera. It had a really good hiss. Oh well, it's my loss. Well, the directions said to add 16 ounces. I went ahead and put 14 in. And I'm going to give her a good stir and set it aside, and we'll see how she looks in a few minutes. Well, I have my hot water ready. I'm going to go ahead and get my Bill's Brew started up here. It's just a little tiny pack of stuff. Oh man, I did not get that anywhere close to open. Here we go. It has very little smell on its own. There we are. Nice little cup of coffee. I'm going to go ahead and just add my creamer right away because I know I'm going to want it. I had this in a previous ration, and this stuff is really good. That's pretty white now, isn't it? So while I wait for my coffee to get down to a temperature I can put into my mouth, I'm going to go ahead and give these cranberries a try. This is going to be fun for me because I've never had them before. See if I can't break them apart a little better. That's what those guys look like. You know, wow, I have to say that these are absolutely fantastic. They're more like a cranberry raisin. Not too sweet, not tart at all. They don't have any, well, it's a little tart, but not like you would associate with eating a cranberry. Really delicious, and yeah, I love it. All right, let's give this pink stuff or bright red stuff a taste. Yeah, it's really good. I mean, I had fruit punch with another MRE that was just overpoweringly sweet, and the fruit punches that come in these MCWs are nowhere near as sweet. I really like this a lot better. I guess this coffee's cooled down to a point where I could taste it. This Bill's coffee is, without question, the best instant coffee I've ever had. It's really good. I would drink this as like a regular coffee. Well, it's time to try out the first strike bar. Let's give this a rip. Wow, this is really pliable. She looks like. These things are a great blend of apple and cinnamon. I would absolutely buy this in the store if it was available. The only thing is, if you're, it's been in the garage here for a couple weeks, and right now it's about 60 degrees in here, and this is still a real tooth buster to chew on. I guarantee if I was out there and it was actually someplace like sub 40 degrees, I'm opening up my ration first thing in the morning and sticking this inside my coat to warm up so I can chew it later in the day. But it tastes fantastic. I've had a couple more handfuls of this trail mix type material, and it's not salty. There's no salt in here at all. And I was kind of curious because I had some unsalted nuts in a British ration, and they were just blah and boring. These must have a slight roast to them because they still taste delicious even though there's no salt. Or maybe it's just the fact it's got the chocolate added to it. Whatever, it tastes like. It's time to get this scorching hot Mountain House spicy chicken. Wow, that is a pile. Look at that. Holy smokes. That's a big pile of rice. Just to give you guys some perspective, this is how tall it sits above the tray. I mean, it is a big pile of rice. That's going to fill you up. I can't tell you guys how good this coffee is. I mean, after drinking tons of junky instant coffee, it's so refreshing to have a good one. All right, it's time to carve into this steamer. I got some beans and peas right on the top there. Let's get it nice and tight on this goodness. Looks like here's a little piece of chicken. I'm not sure what that is. I'm going to guess. It kind of looks like it's a water chestnut. I'll see if it's crunchy or not. Probably not. The beans don't look super appetizing, but that's kind of the way beans always look after they've been freeze-dried. They kind of look a little washed out. But I've had a few bites of this, and the flavor is fantastic. It has a very nice low, or not overwhelming Asian profile of spice to it. It has a little bit of kick at the end, but not too much. It's not too much for me. I'm pretty much a spice wimp. I'm definitely not going to be adding the hot sauce to this because that would be too much for me. But man, this is so good. One thing I will say about it, it is very salty. It is almost unpleasantly salty, which is kind of, well, it's pretty standard for Mountain House. But it's like over the top salty. It still tastes good, but you're going to need a lot of water to drink with it. Well, I'm this far into it, and I am completely stuffed. I'm going to have to wait a little bit to finish this off. Definitely, these components are in between meal snacks. It's almost impossible to eat this whole thing in one sitting. I will say, though, that this cinnamon in this First Strike bar complements the Asian flavors inside this rice really nicely. So I might do like those together as a tandem. I could have probably put 15 ounces in instead of 14. Some of my chicken was still a little bit stiff in the middle, and an extra ounce of water wouldn't have hurt. This thing would be a 10 out of 10 if this rice wasn't just overwhelmingly salty. If they took the salt down a notch, this is a perfect ration. Anyhow, that's going to do it for this review. I want to thank you for stopping by and watching. Well, I've had a couple more handfuls of this fruit and nut, or not, it's not, this fruit, oh shit.